Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Transcended Study Hub. In today's tutorial, we are going to talk about rational numbers, irrational numbers, surds, as well as complex numbers. So let's begin our discussion with the first question, which is saying, express each of the following numbers as a fraction in the form of p over q, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0 in its lowest term. So basically, these are what we call rational numbers. Okay, so these are what we call rational numbers. So let me use black background. So a rational number is a number that can be expressed in a form of p over q. In other books, they will say it can be expressed in a form of a over b, where b is not equal to 0, then a and b are integers. Okay, so in this case, this is what we're going to be doing. So we have the first question, which is 4.3 bar. Now we want to express it in a form of p over q. So the first thing that we need to understand is that this number is 4.333. It keeps on going. So it can start from vet hostel. You can keep on writing 4.33333. It can go all the way to East Park. Now it will keep on going all the way to Rimatawa. It can even go further. It can even reach to Kabwe. You keep on going. So you're not going to manage writing 3.33333. It will even reach Kopara. You get my point? So to make things simple, we just say 4.3, then we put a bar. So this bar symbolizes that it tells us that this 3 keeps on repeating itself. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Now we want to write this in a form of p over q. So what do we do? Now remember, here just after the point there is a bar. So as long as there is a number just after the point there is a bar, the first thing is you multiply it by 10. You are not going to, so we are not going to multiply with anything. What I mean is it's going to be just x being equal to 4 point the same one. So you only represent x is equal to the same one if after the point there is a bar. Okay, after this point, then there is a bar. Next, you have to shift this point from where it is to the next one. So here now it's going to be 4 3 point. Again, we know that the number next is 3. Again, you put a bar. So then it's going to be times 10 because we have moved the bar just once. So it's going to be 10x is equal to 43.3. Then I put a bar because it will keep on going still. 43.3333. So we don't want that. Okay, so therefore you put the bigger number on top. In this case, I'll say 10x is equal to 43.3 bar, then x will be equal to 4.3 bar, then you subtract them. So 10 minus 1, it is 9x. Then these ones, this and this will cancel, it will be 0. And then 13 minus 4, that is what's that? It's 9. Yeah. So I've borrowed 1 here, I'm remaining with 3. So then I divide both sides by 9. X will be equal to 39 over 9. There is a number. The question is, we leave this in its simplest form. So a number that can go into 39 and 9, it is 3. 3 into 3, 1. 3 into 9, 3. Then 3 into 9, 3. So this is the answer. So in its lowest term, in terms of p over q, 13 over 3 is the same as 4.3 bar. So this is the answer for this question. Okay, now let us go ahead and also look at part B. So part B is saying we have negative 0.255, then bar on top. One thing I want you to understand is that the first thing that we're going to do, we need to shift the point. Like here I said it's just the point, then there is a bar, so we don't have to do anything. So here it is the point, Then after 2, that's when there's a bar. So we need to move this point to the nearest bar. So meaning it is here. So I've moved how many? Once. So you do times 10. So it is 10x is equal to, now we are not going to say negative 0, 2, because the 0, 2 is the same as 2. So it will be just the negative 2.55 bar. Then again, the next one is you have to move the bar, you have to move the point, sorry, until the last part of the bar. So I've moved how many times? 3 times. So meaning 3 zeros, which is 1,000. So 1,000, then it's going to be negative 255 point, again I'll repeat 55 bar. Then put the bigger number on top. I do this to avoid confusion. So I'll put the bigger number on top, then the smaller number down. So I'll say therefore a 1000 x is equal to negative 255.55 bar. Then again this other one is going to be 10x is equal to is negative what? Negative 2.55 bar. Then we subtract. So one thing I want you to understand, that these two guys are going to give us 0. So we have 5. Now it is negative this minus minus 2, like this. So this will be plus. So it's more like the answer will still have negative. So we are doing minus, but the answer will be negative, because this negative and this negative will give me positive. So what we're going to have is 5 minus 2, it is 3. Then 5 will remain there, then here I have 2 but negative. Then here this will be equal to 1000 minus 10 is 990. So 990x, then we divide both sides by 990. Therefore x will be negative 253 divided by 990. And for sure, if you use the calculator, you punch here negative 253 divided by 990, you'll be able to get this answer. So using this concept, pause the video, solve part C, and then compare with the answer that I'm going to find. This is interesting, because what we have here is 12.3411 bar. Now what happens here is simple and straightforward. The first thing is move the point to the nearest bar. That's the first thing. So the point is here, so 1, 2, that's the nearest bar. So that is 2. I've moved 2, meaning 2 zeros, which is 100. X will be equal to, I have now 1234.11 bar. Again, the same one, the original one, you have to move from the point here where 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the last number. So 4 times, meaning 4 zeros, which is a 10,000 x is equal to, now we have 1234.11 bar. So say therefore, put the bigger number on top, which is 10,000 x being equal to 1234 or is 3411, then we have 100 x being equal to, so I'll write 4 here, I'll write 3, then 2, then 1 here. So point this. So remember, like I've been saying, these two guys are going to cancel out. It's going to be 0. What we are going to remain with is 1 minus 4. I'll borrow 1, so it will be 11 minus 4, that is 7. I've remained with 10 here, or 0, so I'll borrow 1 from 4, then I'll put here, it will be 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. Then again here I'll remain with 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. Then 2, yeah, then 3 minus 1 is 2. Then we also have 2, then 1. So then we'll end up having 12.177. So here will be equal to 10,000 minus 100. It is 9,900. 9,900 x. We divide both sides by 9,900 x. So x will be equal to 12.177 divided by 9,900. 0 0. I do not think there is a number which can go into these two guys, but if there is any, then try to simplify so that it should be in its lowest term. So that is it for this part. So this is actually what we call rational numbers. So this is how we work around with questions that involves rational numbers. Okay.